The Black Dove, a story of secrets and shadows. The city never truly slept, but tonight it watched. Rain traced silent lines down the glass windows of a high-rise overlooking London. Inside, a woman stood perfectly still, her reflection split between darkness and light. Her name was Elara Vance. To the world she was a diplomat's wife, elegant, invisible, harmless. But in truth, she was a black dove. And black doves never belonged to anyone. Act 1, the message. It began with a whisper. A single message delivered through an encrypted device, hidden inside a hollow book. Asset compromised, trust no one. Elara read it twice, then burned it. Her heartbeat didn't change, it never did. Years of training had stripped away fear, hesitation, almost everything human, but something about this message felt different. Personal. Across the room, her husband Daniel laughed softly as he spoke on the phone, discussing trade agreements, diplomacy, things that shaped nations. He had no idea who she really was. Or maybe he did. Elara turned away from the window. Her next move had already formed in her mind. Find the leak. Eliminate the threat. Survive. Act 2, the web tightens. The black doves weren't just spies. They were ghosts embedded in the world's most powerful circles, politicians, bankers, military leaders. Their loyalty wasn't to countries but to secrets. And secrets were currency. Elara met her handler at a quiet cafe tucked between crowded streets. He didn't look at her when he spoke. 3 agents are dead, he said calmly, all connected to you. Elara stirred her coffee untouched. Coincidence doesn't exist in our world. Exactly, he replied, which means someone is hunting you. A pause. Then, or testing you. Elara's eyes lifted slightly. That possibility was worse. Because tests meant betrayal. Act 3, Shadows of the Past. That night, Elara broke into a secure archive beneath the embassy. Every step she took was calculated, cameras looped, alarms silenced, locks opened like they recognized her. Inside she found files, classified, buried deep. Her name appeared again and again. But one file stood out. Operation Nightfall. She opened it. And everything changed. The operation wasn't about intelligence gathering. It was about creating agents. Conditioning them. Controlling them. Elara's breath caught just slightly. She wasn't recruited. She was built. Act 4, the truth revealed. Footsteps echoed behind her. She didn't turn. I wondered how long it would take, a familiar voice said. Her handler. He stepped into the dim light, calm as ever. You were never meant to find that. Elara closed the file slowly. You lied to me. No, he said, I protected you from the truth. She faced him now. And now you've outlived your purpose. The silence between them stretched like a blade. You trained me, Elara said softly. Yes. You taught me to survive. A faint smile crossed his face. And now you'll prove it. He reached for his weapon. But Elara was faster. One shot. Clean. Precise. He fell without another word. Act 5, the escape. Alarms blared. The building locked down instantly. Elara moved like a shadow, swift, silent, unstoppable. Guards fell before they even saw her. She wasn't running anymore. She was freeing herself. As she reached the exit, her phone vibrated. A message. Unknown sender. You've taken the first step, now come find us. Coordinates followed. Elara hesitated for the first time. Another organization. Or something deeper. Something older. She looked back at the burning building behind her. The life she knew was gone. There was no going back. Act 6, a new game begins. Days later, Elara stood on a remote cliff overlooking the sea. The wind carried whispers of something larger, something hidden beneath layers of power and deception. She wasn't just part of a network anymore. She was a target, a weapon, and maybe the only one who could break the system. Her phone buzzed again. "Welcome to the real world." Elara smiled faintly, not out of joy, but recognition, because this wasn't the end of her story. It was the beginning of something far more dangerous. Final line narration. In a world where secrets rule everything, the most dangerous weapon isn't a spy. A pause. It's the truth.